Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. You can't knock the hustle. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Yo, Fox, I'm part of the hustle. Skinny nigga, but I'm built with all of the muscle. You can't knock my hustle. I'm good in the paint, I score on you. They can see it from the nosebleed, it's official, you might need some tissue. I've been in the trenches, you call it the hood, I call it survival of the fittest, like my beat. I can see the world for the taking, it's in palm reach. And I'm married to the game, I never had cold feet. I'm comfortable in my position, even if I was in a hot seat. No mirage, this is my life like Mary J. Blige. I used to rap about money and cars. Now I talk about supplying my circle with jobs. But everybody ain't built for the hustle, they got their hands out. That's what you call being lazy and comfortable at the same time. But they shit about to get blown like a landmine. So respect my hustle and get yours at the same time.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. You can't knock the hustle. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Let it be known that you can't knock my hustle. Can't knock my pride. 6 lines on my duffel, boy. Yeah, I just want the chips, then we dip. Free to lay your bitch, I'm a ruffle, boy. Nah, you don't want tussle, boy. In between the grind, I've been working on my muscle, boy. I flexing on you knuckers, I'm a handsome motherfucker who could put you in the jam, lil' smucker, boy. My name in your mouth, no lollipop, molly wop, your top. You rappers be some suckers, boy. Oh, you say you in a struggle, animated niggas, I'm calling them born and rubber, boy. Not cool, lock doors, we knock through. If a nigga wants to, listen, I just want a couple more. We nasty, dirty kicks, cash me. Lastly, I should be the sponsor at the Rucker, boy.
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. You can't knock the hustle. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated Oddfella, back for another one. Welcome to TWR Presents High Noon. Yes, indeed. Just another installment of the Wake and Bake boxing. Just a little bit later on in the morning. You know what I mean? High noon things. You know what I mean? I do still got my little blizzy on deck. You know what I mean? Shout out Rocky Mountain Quads for having my my cannabis right. You know what I mean? This morning, most definitely. What am I puffing on? The Divine Gelato. The Oddfella is puffing on the Divine Gelato this morning. You know, dig? But yeah, salute. Make sure y'all smash that like button as you fall on in. Salute to one of my favorite queens out there, Tay the queen of MMA combat and entertainment. You know, dig? And I was thinking there was no big fights on, and I was wrong. The queen reminded me just by, she didn't even have to say nothing, just by her presence, she has reminded me that there is a big fight. You know what I mean? Ak Reacher was asking me, well, is there any fights on? Yeah, there actually is some fights on, brother. There is a high level fight. Might not be in boxing, but we're gonna get to that. Let me bring my brother in. Suspect number one. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Jab Jamboree. You know what I mean? Right here on YouTube. And if you got them iPhones in the Clubhouse app, make sure y'all tap into the boxing TPs. It's my guy, Ak Reacher 45. Let's get it.
World premiere.
Fox can do it all, bro. Like, Fox will pull up
from the 3-point. He gonna go to the bar, dunk. Hey, Harlem dude, of course he can ball, man. We got this. We got this.
Hit him like Reacher, homie, I'm a teacher. Hit him like Pac, I don't need a feature. Nah, hit him with a dope hook. Got him leaning off the ropes. Look.
Yo. Pull up that song there, dog.
Yes. What's good, y'all, man? Make sure y'all check out the Jab Jamboree. Make sure y'all also, if y'all got iPhone products, make sure that y'all become a member of the Boxing TPs and the In Love Lounge. I may do one of the or both of the rooms today at some point, so y'all look out for me. And make sure y'all shop Usual Suspect 6.com because you fit the description.
Yes, indeed, Act. Because y'all fit the description. And speaking of which, I fit the description as well. I mean, you see me in my Usual Suspect 6 drip right now. While I'm rocking the new Glasgow Speed Boys jersey. You know what I mean? The
that shit is fire.
We got the matching pom-pom beanie. Then if you don't like the pom-pom beanie, go ahead and get yourself a snapback, you know what I mean, to go with it. We got the matching joggers. Ladies, if you like the leggings, we got the Speed Boy leggings. 7 different teams we recreated. This is from the Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes, the first hockey league, black organized, black owned, before the NHL. You know what I mean? The Usual Suspect 6, we recreated 7 other teams. You know what I mean? This is Black history. Black history is your history, y'all. You know what I mean? So shop usualsuspect6.com. Link is in the description. These items can be found in the Usual Suspect sports section, in the sports collection section. You know what I mean? So go to the sports collection and you'll be able to see the 7 different teams that we recreated in a dig. But yeah, that's what it is. Shop usualsuspect6.com. For the women, who y'all got, Mia or O'Neal? I mean, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Because I'm not too familiar with who Mia or O'Neal is. But what I can speak to, Queen, is who I got, or I don't even know who I got in this fight. I just know this is a big rematch between Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman. Are you familiar with this UFC fight that's on tonight? You know what I mean? It is a rematch.
I forgot who beat who, but I do Usman. I have seen his name. I watched a few highlights, but I've never been in tune. You know what I mean? I'm still like Amanda Nunes and kind of like still on that Khabib also too. Like I'm sorry about it, so I wish he would come back. But and John Jones, really. And John Jones.
Okay.
John Jones. But I have seen Usman. I am gonna watch this fight just because hopefully it don't clash with JoJo.
You really on that JoJo shit, B? Cause shit,
maybe not.
I don't even know.
I might be lying. Bro. I may feel like, okay, let me watch a little bit, and then I may see what's going on with Usman in them. I may see what's going on with my cousins in the UFC, because those are our cousins. You know what I mean? So I may see what's going on over there. I'm gonna check it out.
Indeed. Smash that like button as you fall on in. TWR presents High Noon. I got a poll in the chat. We're going to get to that topic a little bit later on. Hopefully some of the other brothers will follow on in too, so we can get this discussion a little bit more popping and populated. You know what I mean? The poll in the chat is if Usyk beats Fury in this upcoming battle in April 29th, heavyweight undisputed. You know what I mean? If Usyk beats Fury, does that put him ahead of Evander Holyfield? Evander Holyfield was once the undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. He moved up in weight to heavyweight and became a heavyweight champion. I believe at his best, he
wasn't undisputed, Steels, when he beat Buster?
No. What? No, I'm saying that cruiserweight. I'm saying that cruiserweight, he was undisputed. And when he beat Buster, you possibly could be right. I don't know if he was undisputed. I'll say unified. I'll say he was unified. But we got definitely some smart people in the chat that can correct us. Let us know was when
they asked that in Clubhouse, Steels. When they asked that same question, and I said I could have sworn he was undisputed in both. I could have sworn Evander. So to me, we could call a spade a spade. If we ain't even got to do this. If he even beat Usyk, because I still feel like if we go by resume, he ain't better than Evander. It's not his fault. You can't help what generation you fall into, but I feel like compared to that era, and the names Evander fought, I can't give it to Usyk, but Usyk will definitely be a top name. He definitely deserves to be like on your top list. You have to give him credit because he's not even a big heavyweight like that. And look what type of dudes he's fighting. He's fighting crazy bigger guys. It reminds me of Wilder in a way. So, and I would love that. You know what I mean? Because I'm kind of tired of everybody thinking Fury is unbeatable.
Poll is in the chat.
And it's a smaller guy still doing it. So you know I'm rooting for Usyk automatically. And yeah, pay that money to the Ukraine. Tax him. Tax him, Usyk. Get your purse plus tax him. You already taking 70-30. That's the least he could do.
Indeed. Very solid move from Usyk and his demands. Trying to help out his country with his demands and whatnot. But once again, the poll is in the chat. Let us know if he gets this win over Fury. Does that bump him up above Holyfield? You know what I mean? As being one of the best kind of cruiserweight to come up to heavyweight. Let us know. Poll is in the chat. Go ahead and vote now. We're going to definitely continue to talk about this later on in the program. You know what I mean? As the brothers continue to pull on up. I just got a text from the good doctor, and he should be pulling up in a few as well. You know, dig, he is en route to the war room. So y'all know what it is. Smash that like button as you fall on in. Tay says, nah, the UFC in the afternoon, the prelims are at 12:30 p.m. And the big fight, main fight is at 5 p.m. They fighting in London, my kings. Okay, thank you for that piece of information. I would have missed the whole thing thinking that it's going to be at 11 o'clock or something, right? So yes, for those of y'all that don't know, this is going to be in the UK, in London. Leon Edwards is a British fighter, I believe, from London. You know what I mean? So he took that last fight, Agreacher. He took that last fight. It was somewhat of I would say, an upset. A lot of us were probably betting on Kamaru Usman to just get another victory. Before that fight, Usman was in talks, or was actually calling out Canelo Alvarez for a crossover boxing match. This is the height that Kamaru Usman was on, right? Well, and we take it back to the three African kings of the UFC. We had Francis Ngannou, you had Kamaru Usman, and you had Israel Adesanya. You know what I mean? Both three of them running the UFC lockstep. You know what I mean? So there was definitely a major hype around Kamaru Usman, and it was a shock to me when I seen him lose and get knocked out with a beautiful high kick from Leon Edwards. So this rematch will be in the UK deservedly. You know what I mean? Leon Edwards did the job, so now he, I guess he deserves a hometown fight. But let me bring in the good doctor and get his opinion on this big clash in the UFC. Since we're not getting no real dope boxing this weekend, shame on what's his face, Zerto Ramirez, for coming in double digits overweight for the light heavyweight clash with Gabe Rosado. You know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous. But let me bring in the good doctor.
Is that underscore?
That's underscore, guys.
Oh, okay.
That's what the fuck it is. It's your boy K underscore. You know what I'm saying? The fellas still call me KG. Y'all ever confused in any way, shape, or form. It's both of them.
What's up, fellas?
Yes, sir. Got the honeycomb drip on. I love that Talib top
Good
right
doctor.
there.
The good doctor.
What's going on, fellas? Hi, chat. What's up?
Indeed. We just sit here, just warming up. Me and Act warmed up the stove. You know what I mean? We got the pots and the frying pans on the stove right now. Got a little bit of olive oil, you know what I mean, in the frying pan and shit. And we now cooking on UFC. I mean, since ain't no, you know what I mean, tasty fights due to the fact that your boy Zerto Ramirez was tasting a bunch of burrito tacos. You know what I mean? It came in 12 pounds overweight, and that fight canceled, right? You know what I mean? So we now talking about the big UFC fight that, shout out the Queen of Combat, MMA and Combat and Entertainment, Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman fight tonight, or this afternoon, excuse me, in London. What's your thoughts on this? We got to remember Usman was upset, in my opinion, with a high kick to the head, knocked him spark out. How you seeing this fight unfolding? What does Usman have to do to recapture his title?
He's gonna have to go in here and not. I believe the first fight he went in there all on nerves and looking at Edwards as a lesser man. So he's gonna have to not go in this fight underestimating Edwards. And actually, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, hopefully, like I said, the first fight is out of the way. So whatever nerves was there should be out of the way. And if they still there, first they're gonna sight of them contacting this fight, them should shake that shit loose, because he looked real tense when I watched that fight. When I watched that fight, he looked really, really like tense. Like you could see him. And I'm like, you ever see somebody ever over warmed up? You know what I'm saying? Like their body, I'm like, bro, this dude's already done like dripping right now coming out to the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was nerves that took him out of that fight. But to be honest, man, I might still lean toward Edwards in this fight, because he has the composure and he has the homework to look back at the first fight and say, hey, I got the upper hand on how to keep my composure against a motherfucker like this. So I might still, you know what I'm saying, I might roll with Edwards in this fight.
Okay. I mean, smash that like button as you fall on in. We talking a little UFC this morning. You know what I mean? Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman is going down this afternoon. The epic rematch And I'm gonna have to agree with you, good doctor. I'm kind of leaning towards Leon Edwards too, but I think this will be there is some factors working against Leon Edwards in this one, for the fact that this is a hometown fight. You know what I mean? And we all know the pressures that come with being a main event in your hometown for the first time. You know what I mean? So there's gonna be will the nerves get to Leon Edwards in this fight? With the fans and all the pressure, the support being behind them and whatnot, getting tickets, people, family members wanting to get to the show or get to the fight and stuff like that, all that surrounding him, the media and all that. Will that get to him? Mm-hmm. We'll see, but I'm still leaning towards Leon Edwards in this fight this afternoon. Once again, it is in London, so don't wait for 11 o'clock tonight to look at this fight. It will be coming on this afternoon. That's what's up in the dig. Smash that like button as you fall on in. This is TWR Presents High Noon. Shout out to the smoothest voice in the LDBC. Jay Good is in the chat, and he's driving, you know what I mean? Like this, one arm, you know what I mean? What's good?
Chillin' too.
It's Jay Good up in this bitch. Yeah, you know what I mean? Salute to my guy Jay Good, you know what I mean? The coolest motherfucker around, you know what I mean? One day, I hope the North Side brother can meet you, you know what I mean, in the physical. But that's what's up. That's what's up. I seen this floating out here, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's a solid confirmation, but it is a rumor, and we're gonna talk about it. High noon, right? We're gonna talk about it, and this is a tasty little topic. You know why? Because one of these fighters I have a small affinity for. And you know me, the Oddfella don't really like fighters like that. You know what I mean? I don't like. I'm not really a fanboy. Like I don't have like a. You know what I mean? I'll throw the fighters I like. I'll throw them away real quick if they fuck up. You know what I mean? You saw I did Chris Eubank Jr., bro. I buried him. You know what I mean? We had a service for him. As soon as he fucked up, I was like, nah, B. Yeah. You getting this service real quick. Hold that, nigga. So, you know how I go. But we're going to talk about this topic. This is a tasty little fight that possibly could be on the Tank Ryan Garcia undercard. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about Floyd Schofield brothers versus Frank the Ghost Martin. Goddamn. Woo! I said Floyd Schofield. That's Kid, aka Kid Austin, against Frank the Ghost Martin.
And I said, get the fuck out of here.
With you. I'm start with you. How are you feeling about this fight? This is a beautiful fight against two high-level prospects. I think Frank Martin is a little bit more advanced than where Floyd Schofield is at, but Floyd's daring to be great, must I say, or above average, must I say. I yield the floor to you. How are you thinking?
Wow. Like just like rumor mill, like water cooler talk, like, or are we actually potentially getting this fight? This might be that fight might steal the show.
Let me put some more precedence on this, KG. Because you know this is supposed to be for the undercard for Tank and Lil Rah-Rah. Okay, now this is of course a dual promotion with Showtime and DAZN. And you know, when they have those dual promotions, they like to do their undercards with a lot of times don't match one opposing fighter with network or whatever promotion with another opposing fighter from the other net or from the other promotion. Right? So you got a DAZN fighter in Floyd Schofield versus a PBC Showtime fighter in Frank the Ghost Martin. So it makes sense for that to be on the undercard. If that's probably some of the terms, the shared undercard agreements between the two networks and promotions. So that's where I could see this fight happening. You know what I mean? So with that being said, do you have anything more to add on to Schofield versus Frank Martin?
That shit ain't gonna be too far down the undercard, because with Frank damn just being a main event on his last fight, this shit sound borderline damn next to the co-main, if not the co-main. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, man. This might be a little too much for Kid Austin, goddamn it. Because like I said, his dad gonna hype him up. But if motherfuckers get to arguing if the fight is so, they're gonna be like, well, this kid ain't fought nobody. Who's he fought? So we're gonna have that then seesaw battle back and forth on who he's fought. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers saying, oh, we don't look at resumes, or we do look at resumes, or whatever fuck. You know what I'm saying? So then you're gonna have a whole group of motherfuckers saying the ghost is just gonna blow right through him. So like I said, it's if the shit is daggone up, then that shit is fucking up, goddamn it. And I want to see it. And like I said, I got a feeling, early prediction, that fight might still, the show might do better than the actual main event.
I like it. I hope this fight materializes on the undercard as the main feature, the co-main of this undercard, because this is what we want cards. If we don't want a top-heavy event, we putting out good shillings for this shit. And for the people that are actually gonna go to Vegas to watch this shit, prices are overpriced. Everything's gonna be overpriced that weekend, in relation to it. So put on a fire undercard, and that seems to be the building of a great card with that fight if it materializes. Shout out to Craig L in the War Room. You know what I mean? You got it off your mind. You got it on your mind. You need to get it off your chest. You know, dig. Make sure y'all tap in and subscribe to the Get It Off Your Chest podcast. I like what the brothers are doing out there. They got conventions popping and shit. You know what I mean? God damn. You know what I mean? And a bunch of things to look at. You know, dig. Whew. Shout out Craig L. You know what I mean? Live in the War Room. Y'all know what it is. And here go your brother, your co-host, you know what I mean? Mr. Cadillac Red, you know what I mean? Suspect number 2. And you know the drill, family. Don't say nothing there. You know what I mean? I got your intro right here.
Shout out to Stay Ready, JTT, BNTB, 503, and everybody else in the LDBC. Oh yeah, the motherfucking general. See, I smoke that West Coast willow weed, so I call it that Cali nigga, so ain't no thing for me to burn smoke.
Wow, what it do? You know what I'm saying? Salute to the guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is Wake and Bake or High Noon. It's 12 o'clock where I'm at. So I waked it and baked it. And now we about to get high for the noon. So we're going to do all that. Salute to the brothers. It's the usual suspect King. You know what I'm saying? What's going down with it, fellas?
Indeed, man. We just up here. Like I said, KG told KG we got the stoves on. You know what I mean? And we now cooking on a rumor. It ain't a fresh nothing confirmed yet. You know what I mean? But we are cooking on a rumor. You know what I mean? The Tank Lil Rah undercard, right? The Tank Ryan Garcia undercard. There is rumors that Floyd Kid Austin Schofield will be fighting Ryan the Ghost Martin. Huh? Beautiful. How you feel about this fight?
Hold on. You talking about Frank Martin?
Yeah.
Oh shit! On the undercard?
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, look, man. If this is true, then I want to say that boy Frank Martin is a problem. He just came off a big fight. He ain't motherfucking sitting on nothing. He trying to get right back into another one. And Salute to him for it, man. Salute to him for it, man. You man, look, man, you can't hate on that, man. There's no hating on that part. So yeah, man, I'm interested to see that, man. That's a great co-main.
And as far as Schofield go, KG was alluding to, you might think this might be a little bit too much for him at this juncture. How you feel about Floyd Schofield taking up a major step up in class of fighting Frank Martin?
Well, ain't Schofield the one running around here saying that he whipped Devin ass in sparring?
Yup.
Well, then what the fuck are we talking about? It's too much for a step up then. You know what I'm saying? You should be right. If you want to make a claim to fame of you got over on the champ like that, well then that's cool. Now you got a big fight to prove what you could really do when the lights is on. Or are you just one of those great sparring guys? You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here running around in the streets writing a check and then you say you want to pass the bank say, yo, I cashed that. And now you say, I don't know if I'm able to cash checks. They might sound too young in the game. But nah, you've been writing that check. So yeah, I'm with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely with this fight. For sure.
All right, back. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all tap into SB After Hours, you know what I mean, right here on YouTube. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You in the dig. Suspect number 1 at Reacher. What say you on this rumor? How you see this fight going down, and do you like this fight at this as the co-main on the undercard of Tank versus Ryan Garcia? And once again, we talking about Floyd Kid Austin Schofield, undefeated, versus the undefeated Ryan the Ghost Martin. Ack, how you feel?
I keep calling him Ryan the Ghost.
Yeah, Frank the Ghost.
Frank, man, cousin Frank. That's your cousin, man.
He ain't my cousin. You too ugly to be my cousin. Go ahead.
But salute to Frank Martin. They got them claiming him out there in Texas now. They say he's from Texas now. I was watching some interview with Earl. But shout out to Frank Martin and shout out to Kid Austin. Like, that's crazy, man. And I kind of agree with KG. Like, it may be a little bit too much too soon, but then again, I got to keep the same energy. I did say if you fight 10 rounders, I don't care if you're 60, I don't care if you're 19, it is what it is. It is what it is. He fought a 10 rounder his last fight, so now it's deep sea diving. And if it happens, salute to both of them. Especially Frank Martin, because Frank Martin, he just got a nice win over a top contender. So that's all the more better. And Kid Austin is like, he's not really a high level contender as far as like his resume and where he's at, but he's just getting there. And him already fighting Frank Martin, somebody like a Frank Martin who showed even with cheating with Riviera, he took the serum and still worked him and dropped him. So, and Kid Austin is for the 10 rounder. So, like I said, I can't even say nothing. The training wheels is kind of off because once you fight 10 rounders, that's when you could, look at getting a belt and them title eliminators. So,
indeed. TWR presents High Noon. We talking and cooking on the possibilities of Floyd Schofield versus Frank the Ghost Martin in the dig. It is rumor talks. It hasn't been confirmed, but it might be on that undercard for Tank, a little rah-rah. You know what I mean? So keep your ears open for that one right there. Let's move on to a previous topic we was halfway cooking on. It is on the stove, but since we got some of the other brothers in the building, let's move on forward with it. You know what I mean? And the poll is in the chat, and I was asking if if he beats Fury in this upcoming undisputed matchup, does this push him ahead of Holyfield as being one of the greatest boxers to come up from cruiserweight to be champion in the heavyweight division? And can we say he's a Hall of Famer right now? Definitely, if he beats Fury and becomes undisputed in 2 different weight classes. I'm gonna go with definitely the pessimist of the crew, Cadillac Red. You don't have much good things to say about Usyk, but you gotta recognize is real, and you gotta put respect on some of the things that he's been able to do in his career. If he does beat Tyson Fury, how do you view him? Do you put respect on Usyk's name, or is he just another Euro champ, so to speak?
If he beat Fury, then I can't lie, I might look at him as the top dog at heavyweight. But as far as looking at him past Holyfield and shit, like, yo, you be going real far with shit. Like, Holyfield became a legend.
Let him cook. Come on, man. It's a good question, nigga.
No, it ain't. Because Holyfield became a legend because in Holyfield era, he fought the dangerous man, who was thought to be the most dangerous man alive. And he fought him twice. That's what made Holyfield a legend. You know what I'm saying? Because when before that, it really wasn't too much on Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? When he fought the legend and Mike Tyson, and did it twice. Now, if Usyk fights our version, you know what I'm saying, our time of the most dangerous man alive, then we can talk about that.
Why? Okay. We
you know what I'm saying? Then we
make it okay. Yo, you know what's funny? Because we want to talk about he beat the baddest man on the planet twice.
No, I said what people said was the baddest man on the planet.
Okay, but how about the multiple drug infractions? We ain't forgetting about that. Doesn't that take some luster off of Holyfield's career?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was doing drugs back then.
Oh, shit. Everybody was doing it now, nigga. Okay.
I don't know a nigga that was clean back then, though. You know what I'm saying? All the niggas was on something. All the niggas was on something, except for probably Lennox. Lennox might have been on
you better take that off Lennox, man.
You
going too far, bro.
No, but hold on.
Too far with that. You got a pocket with that. You put it on Lennox. You put it on Tua. You put it on the Bad Bucci. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Them niggas dirty. Them niggas was dirty. Yeah, them niggas was dirty. A Bad Bucci sound like a dirty nigga. A Bad Bucci sound like he could pay for gas with a hotel credit card because he's a scamming motherfucker.
Free Ike. You wasn't dirty. That was just some Nigerian port hardcore dirt, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was organic dirt.
And motherfucker, and to it, I don't want to put that jacket on him, but he was dirty too.
Look at this, man. No facts.
Yeah. Fuck him. He was dirty too.
All hearsay. You know what I mean? Caping for this, you know what I mean? This dirt monger in Holyfield. I ain't lying. I ain't reaching with that. That's a fact.
I'm not saying, look, I ain't saying he wasn't dirty. I didn't never say that none of my shit that he wasn't dirty, and I ain't capable for shit. You know what I'm saying? What he did is what he did. I'm just saying he don't get none of that. Usyk don't get that. I'm sorry. Even with the cheating shit, I'm sorry. You know, he don't get that. Until he fight our version of the most dangerous man. Until he do that, none of that other shit matter.
The Holy Warrior was on that Jesus juice.
He was.
They prayed over the syringe before they injected.
Look, man, I ain't saying like I said. That's fine. But what I can say is, you can't compare Usyk to that nigga. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I know that. Sorry.
Shout out Cooch. He said Usyk had been going to different countries and winning. Huh? And winning. Woo! Okay. We got some smoke.
He's not fighting the most dangerous man on the planet. He got to fight the most dangerous man on the planet. Bottom line.
Oh, okay. You out here, then now you out here low-key caping for Wilder. So you want him to, because I know you want him to fight Wilder next. So you ain't gonna give him his due diligence, his due credit until he fight Wilder, huh?
I mean, that's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like.
All right, we're gonna go to your brother on the Beltway, KG. Are you gonna give Usyk some credit? Will you push him above Holyfield if he beats Tyson Fury and becomes undisputed at heavyweight along with undisputed at cruiserweight?
I don't want to say push him ahead of him, but as far as like if we could have a fantasy match, in my mind, I think Usyk could beat Holyfield. But as far as the wars that Holyfield has been in, you know what I'm saying, fighting the bigger opposition, not even fighting quote unquote baddest man, that whatever the fuck Red said about, you know what I'm saying, scariest man or whoever the fuck, I don't know, whatever the quote was in Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Holyfield fought them George Foreman. You know what I'm saying? He fought, whether it was an old George Foreman or not, he fought a George Foreman that still had strength and had timing. So it made him almost a better boxer.
Man, George Foreman had already came out with them grills, nigga.
Doesn't matter.
Them grills was selling, nigga. He took it, man. He was already doing other things, man.
Does not matter. The motherfucker could still there gonna break your damn neck with a punch. He fought them Riddick Bowe with the heart issues. You know what I'm saying? Even with the motherfucker parachuting into the fucking ring, all kinds of shit. He fought some wars. He fought down on Lennox Lewis. So, like I said, I can't just put Mike Tyson there being the baddest man. You know what I'm saying? So, for Usyk to beat Tyson Fury that nobody has beat, that says a lot in this climate in boxing, because that's all I've been saying. I said everybody talk shit about Tyson Fury despite what he's done out of the ring, in the ring, whatever. Nobody's beat him. You still got to beat the motherfucker. That's how you shut something up. You got to beat it. If you want it to be dead and gone, you got to beat it. Nobody's beat it yet. So if Usyk beats it, that says he did something then that nobody else damn in current boxing did. So that puts him, you know what I'm saying, like Red was saying, yeah, he would have to put him in top dog. He would have to. You know what I'm saying? So he fights them Wilder. We've seen Wilder, you know what I'm saying, lose, you know what I'm saying, in the trilogy. So it's not like he's not, you know what I'm saying, unbeatable. So if Usyk can figure out a way to beat, you know what I'm saying, a Deontay Wilder, then that puts him well above a damn Holyfield at that point, because we know Deontay Wilder, you got to be great the whole fight. He only has to be great for a second based off of his power. He can change the tone of a fight based off of his power. You know what I'm saying? So that does make him, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know what I'm saying, a bad man based in that sense. But if Usyk is able to, you know what I'm saying, navigate around the ring and be able to damn take some steam off of that and pull off damn, you know what I'm saying, a victory in that fight, it's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? So this it would be neck and neck if he beats Fury. But like I said, it's only because nobody and everybody that's talked shit hasn't beat him yet. If he pulls that off, then yeah, that's an accolade right there.
Okay. Once again, the poll is in the chat. We want to know your opinion too. what y'all think if Usyk beats Fury in this upcoming fight, tentatively scheduled for April 29th? Do y'all push him ahead of Holyfield as one of the best heavyweights coming up from cruiserweight, or the best heavyweight coming up from cruiserweight? Let us know. Once again, the poll is in the chat. We're going to go to Harlem with it. Agricha, you was cooking on it earlier, and you adamantly feel that Holyfield still reigns supreme. You're kind of in lockstep with the OG Bruce in saying that the resume is immaculate. It's lengthy, you know what I mean, strong and solid, and there's no way you putting Usyk in front of Holyfield. But elaborate more on what you were saying earlier.
I was just saying, you know, me personally, like you brought up the whole longevity and his resume and thing like that. The only thing that I'm not even sure of right now is if he was undisputed. I believe he was, because Buster Douglas beat Tyson and then he fought him, but I don't know if the titles ended up getting split up. I don't remember. So, yeah, because I really want to know that right now, if he was undisputed. Because then that would be the only thing that would make me even argue for Usyk, because Usyk would actually be undisputed in the lineage. So that would be the only argument for me right there. But outside of that, I still gonna put Evander over, only slightly because of the fact that, like I said, the resume is definitely a little deeper. But the good news is, in this situation, though, at least if Usyk wins, it's better for boxing, because I think Usyk would keep fighting. He's not going to be playing reindeer games like Fury. So that's another reason why I want Fury to get beat. You know what I mean? I think Usyk is going to give us the fights quicker, and I would like to see Usyk versus Wilder. I could see that in Saudi or something like that. Whatever, however you mix and match it. There's a few other dudes there. But, yeah, I just think Usyk beating Fury is overall better for boxing. Because Fury may say he want to retire one day, then he look in the sky, and then he want to fight somebody because somebody said his name or something. So he's very sporadic. So I'd rather somebody that I know, you know, that's fighting for a country, maintain the belt. I feel like he'll be more obligated in wanting to defend the title because the whole situation that's going on with the Ukraine.
Good point. Good point, Act, because you reminded me we must give some flowers and credit for the fact that Usyk is not only fighting for belt and legacy status in boxing, but he's fighting as well for his country. Literally giving Instagram boxing ransom demands to Tyson Fury's team and saying, yeah, you got to put up $1 million of your purse and give it to the less fortunate people of Ukraine. You know, dig? So I gotta tack that on to the resume, so to speak. You know what I mean? The other parts of the resume when it comes to Usyk is being a great ambassador outside the ring as well. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, I'm putting Usyk, if he beats Fury, I'm putting him above Evander Holyfield. I'm putting him above Evander Holyfield. when he pops dirty, then we can have this discussion again, and I might have to recant my statements. But Usyk through and through seems like a clean fighter. I mean, but once again, you have your own opinions. Poll is in the chat. Let me know. Let us know, the usual suspects. You think this win over Fury puts him over the status of Holyfield? Bigger legacy than Holyfield? Let us know. In the dig. We're gonna move on to the next topic. Once again, smash that like button at your phone line in. TWR presents High Noon. In the dig. But before we get into this next topic, actually, let me do a quick plug, because we are on live in the War Room later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all should be available, because once again, there ain't no real big fights on tonight. You know, dig, unless you're a Jojo Diaz fan. Your boy Zerto came in 12 pounds overweight. You know what I mean? So that fight with Gabe Rosado has been canceled. You know what I mean? But you know what ain't canceled? The Steel City Cypher will be live right here in the War Room on YouTube tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. You know, dig. We got 6 new MCs that will be dropping some hot 16s over a Mills Grills instrumental. You hear the beat in the background. That's Mills Grills instrumental, some of his work. You know what I mean? I use a lot of his production in the background of my shows and whatnot. So definitely salute to Mills Grills. But yeah, this will be going down tonight. If y'all are hip hop head and love the culture, this is definitely something for y'all to tune into. We live on cfmu.ca if y'all want to stream it off the radio. If you in the 905-289-416 area, 93.3 FM is the dial. You know what I mean? Y'all need to tune into, once again, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We live on YouTube and Twitch for the 3rd installment of the Steel City Cypher. You in the dig. But let's talk about this upcoming fight, which seems to be continue to simmer with different type of outside beef. Now this thing that just came up between David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, it doesn't really spark my interest too much. I don't really care about it. But
Jose Benavidez Sr., not David.
Well, you break it down for me, because I'm still kind of foggy about this whole story. I seen it was posted in the Usual Suspect group chat. I did listen or watch the ES News report about it, but I'm not sure of the impact that it has on this fight overall. But KG, if you could break it down for us.
When I seen it, I didn't pay it any mind. You know what I'm saying? And then I was directly asked about it. So it's, you know what I'm saying, what from the years that I've known, you know what I'm saying, the guys that I know that go to that gym, I ain't gonna say it's an ongoing thing or, you know what I'm saying, a consistent thing, but the owner then flips the switch sometimes and, you know what I'm saying, goes daggone left. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes he daggone spazzes out, want to do shit damn a different way. One day he might have it one way, and the next day he say, no, I don't want to do it like that. And I seen that with, say for instance, like when Caleb is there, it's like the ship is ran tighter. You know what I'm saying? Only certain people can come in. Certain, you know what I'm saying, the gym is set up where it's closed off to a lot of other motherfuckers and this, that, and the third, versus when somebody like a T.O. was getting prepared for a fight. Doors wide open, everybody in that bitch. And then that's when you start hearing about everybody catching COVID and having to shut the gym down. So it was up and down. And like I said, the owner turns the switch on and off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has gambling issues. I don't know if he has personal issues, or he's just bipolar, or he's has damn borderline fucking, you know what I'm saying, other issues or whatever. I don't know. There's neither here nor there for me. But I know all those fighters, including Caleb Plant, usually go back. They always, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Rolly, because Rolly trained there, they always go back. So whatever falling outs any fighter has had with him, at the end of the day, they go back. So if he has an on and off switch or can be seen as bipolar because of what the fuck, what does that say about the fighters? You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, it's small enough to be squashed that they go back. Because as far as my understanding, Caleb is still there training.
Okay, hold on. Now, once again, for the viewers that are just tuning in, we are talking about the David Benavidez Sr. and Caleb Plant, I guess, beef that's been posted. Something with regards to Caleb Plant being kicked out of the gym
for not paying dues.
Now, KG, what gym are we talking about? Is this David Benavidez Sr.'s gym?
No. This is City Boxing Gym in Vegas. This is pretty much Caleb Plant's home gym. This is his home gym. As long as I've known that you know what I'm saying, that's been his home gym.
That's his home gym in Vegas, or one of the
gyms that he frequents. You know what I'm saying?
So so how does David Benavidez Sr. come into this? Does David Benavidez and co train at this same gym as well?
The thing is, man, and it goes with that on and off switch. There's a lot of motherfuckers that be in that damn gym that do shit that they're not supposed to do. So you got moles there, you got people recording, you know what I'm saying? So whoever was there decided to reach out to damn David Benavidez Sr. and say, hey, this nigga just got kicked out of his own gym for not paying dues. He can't even pay dues. Dave wants to be, you know what I'm saying? Senior wants to be petty, and yeah.
Okay. So now it's starting to clear up for me, because it was still foggy, KG. It was still foggy because so the owner of the city gym is alleging that Caleb Plant wouldn't pay enough dues and needed to pack his shit up, you know what I mean, and move on.
Yeah.
And David Benavidez Sr. got wind of that, got sent that, and he posted that, being, I mean, this is a lead up to a fight, and you got to be petty with it.
Yeah. Well, he has to, because it's starting to look like now to me the beef ain't even with them David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it's with Caleb Plant and fucking, you know what I'm saying, Jose Benavidez Sr. That's what it looks like. It's them. I'm like, bro, I see Dave being focused right now, but a senior damn is running. He's sounding more like damn T.O. Senior or Angel Garcia.
I can see that. Yeah, I can hear that. Okay, y'all. Here's the recap. You know what I mean? This is because Queen says it's still foggy for me. Okay, so this is what I get from what KG's saying. You know what I mean? So the latest little spat in this David Benavidez, Caleb Plant situation. Once again, the fight is coming on this coming Saturday. Great fight. But what was posted, David Benavidez Sr. has posted a video of Caleb Plant literally getting told to get out of the gym that he frequents, his home gym, city gym in Vegas. And I guess the owner of City Gym is alleging that Caleb Plant wasn't paying enough dues, wasn't putting enough money in for utilizing the facility. You know what I mean? ES News, I believe, reported this and recorded this footage, and it somehow got into the hands of David Benavidez Sr., where he then posts it, which is fair game. Once again, this is a lead up to the fight. If we look at on Caleb Plant's side, he did, I think, a month back, purchase the domain name of DavidBenavidez.com, which I thought was very slick, clever move to do. and has his Caleb Plant merch on DavidBenavides.com. So this is a war of attrition outside of the ring as well. And I think this was a tactic used by David Benavides Sr., but it is looking on the side of T.O. Senior-esque type of move. You know what I mean? It's kind of starting to look like. Act Reacher, let me come to you. Have you been are you aware of this situation, this new story that's came out about Caleb Plant not paying dues? And from a boxing perspective, how you feel about that? Caleb Plant has since responded and is trying to defend himself, saying that he offered $500, but he's not trying to pay nobody's rent. You know what I mean? How you feel about this story, Act Reacher, coming from the boxer's perspective? Act Reacher in 3, 2, 1. We're gonna move on to Cadillac Red. Same question I'm gonna pose to you. I don't know if you was aware or if you've been up in the group chat with this story about David Benavides Sr. posting this petty shit on Caleb Plant with him getting kicked out of the gym for not paying enough ducats. You know what I mean? Not paying his worth in the gym to help the facility, the operation of the facilities. How you feel about this story? Yeah, what's your take?
I mean, the dude seen that you was getting a big payday, he tried to get a big payday off of you, you said no. I mean, you know that is what it is. You just need to find a new home gym now. You know what I'm saying? And not deal with that type of shit no more. As far as Jose Sr. Posting the shit, I mean, what the fuck? Anybody else was gonna post it, so why not them? Y'all got a fight coming up too. It look good for him to post. So you gotta take that with a grain of salt too. I can't say Jose out here wilding because he ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he set you up for that shit. He got the video and posted it. I mean, what the fuck? The video already hit the web, and then he posted what the web already had. Like, he reposted some shit. He didn't like. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. It's all good build up for the fight. In my personal opinion, and I'm here for it, man. We talking about this fight a week before it. You know what I'm saying? The Friday, a whole week before we supposed to do the pick'em, we was talking about this fight. So, I mean, yeah, man, it's just more fuel to the fire, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Caleb needs to be. I'm not gonna say he shouldn't pay more. I'm not gonna say he should. What I am gonna say is, if he feels like he don't want to pay more, you know what I'm saying, and he want to go to another gym moving forward, then so be it. And for the other dude, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like somebody then blew up on the fight, man, your shit, and they blew up because of your shit, and you want to tax them more, and they take the tax, so be it. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways, man. You can't get mad for a nigga for putting his foot down for that type of shit, and you can't get mad at a nigga for saying no. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the game.
Indeed. Smash that like button as your phone on in. We're cooking on this David Benavides Sr. posting of Caleb Plant getting kicked out of his home gym in Vegas for not paying enough dues. You know what I mean? Is this somewhat of a low-key extortion plot? I mean, from the gym, seeing that Caleb Plant's probably getting a hefty bag. It has been getting hefty bags in his last couple fights. You know, dig? Act Reacher, I don't know if you there yet, but if you are, what's your take on this situation? Once again, we need the boxer's perspective. You know what I mean? In regards to kid at the plant not paying enough dues to keep the facilities running, or is this the gym owner seeing dollar signs and a fighter that's been getting copious bags for the last couple fights and will get a copious bag in this David Benavidez pay-per-view? What say you?
Yeah, my fault. I had to step away real quick. So I mean, you gotta still pay. You still gotta work that out. You gotta pay your fees, man, at the gym, man. You know, I like to think that people, even with their old amateur coaches and so on and so forth, you know, they got arrangements and way they, you know, set up and pay each other. I mean, I can't be mad at the gym. You know what I mean? He shoot. I was at the last fight. You know what I mean? He was on the undercard of Wilder. So, and I know if he was the co-main, he got a, you know what I mean, a little bit of bread. So, I got to keep it real. There's no excuse for that.
So X saying he's on the side of the gym. You know what I mean? He's on the side of the gym. Salute to Stay Ready Boston TV suspect number 4, my favorite spawn partner. You know what I mean? In the chat, he says, "What's good, family?" Act. Go ahead.
My bad. I just wanted to end off my fault. I just wanted to make this point. It's not like he's an up and coming fighter. And he, you know what I mean, he's struggling to get matches and stuff and good paydays. This is going to be a good payday for him. Yo, the views on their All Access is looking crazy. It's looking like a tank All Access. For dudes like that, beat as a playing, like the views. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I know he getting, you know, a nice amount, man. Stop being cheap. I know you got the 2 daughters now. Hey, look, come on, man. Don't be like that, shit. Be like that. Pay them people.
Indeed. Y'all know what it is. Smash that like button as you fall on in. I believe I got one more topic on deck, you know what I mean, before we get on out of here. You know what I mean? TWR Boxing. TWR presents High Noon. Of course, we are talking some boxing topics and whatnot. We did touch on earlier this week on the Beltway, I believe it was Friday actually, where we touched on John Pascal and his upset defeat against the little-known German and Michel Efert. 11, I think he came into the fight 11-1 with 4 KOs. I repeat, 11-1 with 4 KOs. He went into Montreal in Jean Pascal's hometown, home arena, and outworked him and got the unanimous decision victory outright. You know what I mean? And now positions himself for a possible title shot in the light heavyweight division. But with that being said, I've seen the responses from Jean Pascal, who believes that he's been robbed. You know what I mean? Who believes that he's been robbed in this fight. He believes that he landed the harder shots, more shots to his opponent. And with that being said, I was thinking that I haven't seen the fight, but when I was commentating or making my assessment on it, I was saying that it's time for Jean Pascal to hang him up. But seeing the way this man's talking right now, and that he feel that he's been unjust, that the decisions were unjust, I think this man ain't gonna hang it up. He's gonna continue to try to fight at that championship level. You know what I mean? I don't think this was a fight where he sustained a lot of damage. Michel Efert from Germany is not a power puncher by no means, and the resume shows with his light 4 KOs against light opposition. So with that being said, I'm gonna come back to Act, and let me get your take on how you feel or what you think Jean Pascal should do next. It was an upset loss, but it wasn't a damaging loss in the sense that he physically took a lot of damage in it, and mentally he still feels like he won the fight. Do you think it's too much for him? He's too old. The 40-year-old needs to hang it up, or would you like him to see continue to try to get that light heavyweight championship again?
Oh, that fight was at light heavyweight?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't know. They look like cruiserweights, but I watched a little bit of it. I tried to rewatch the broadcast on ESPN Plus, but I just couldn't bring myself to watch it. It was just kind of sad. I think Jean Pascal, he didn't look like, you know what I mean, he would get hurt or anything like that, like, you know, like that type of you know, old fighter, but it just seemed like he just need to maybe carefully select the fights that he do from here on and just have to be a payday and just, I don't know, or either just hang it up, because I don't think that he can compete with the top dudes right now.
Indeed. KG, we're gonna come over to you. You know what I mean? How you feel about this one right here? You know what I mean? Do you think Pascal should hang him up? He still sounds like he has a hunger and feels that this was legitimately controversial.
What weight class is he fighting at? 75?
Yep.
Who's at 75?
Currently,
Bivol.
the unified champion is Beterbiev. You got Bivol. We got the whole whack of UK light heavyweights and Yard, Buatsi, and Callum Smith.
I don't see him being none of those guys. Unless he daggone, you know what I'm saying, mismanaged some damn funds, you know what I'm saying, along the way during his career. That's the only reason I see him still fighting. But if he took care of his daggone, you know what I'm saying, took care of his chickens and got shit lined up, go sit down somewhere, man. Because you're going to get a lot of these damn same results. There's going to be, he's going to be in that mindset. I don't feel like I got beat, so I didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep going. You like, no, it's making no point. Just because you felt you landed the harder punches, but were they the most significant punches? That's what it comes down to. And that's where he's going to fall short. So he can keep fighting, but like I said, we can get the same results.
Indeed. Let's go over to Cadillac Red. Supreme Beast Boston Talk. How you feel about Pascal? So he feels it was controversial. None of the judges believed it was. You know what I mean? It was a unanimous decision victory. Should he hang it up? Or do you feel he still has enough in the tank to try to at least get the Reggie belt back?
I mean, yeah, man, I think he'd be all right. I think he need to move up in weight, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think 75. I think Badu Jack had a nice little blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Move up in weight. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a fight or two and try to fight the weakest champ of that cruiserweight. By you moving up in weight, they gonna look at you as like you sweet and you might get yourself a W. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. And I also feel like moving up in weight, if you get your ass whipped, you're gonna know you got your ass whipped and you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But anybody at 75, even if Bivol beat him again, or if he fight better beef and lose the better beef, he's still gonna feel like he got more in the tank. KG was right about that shit. So I said, go take your ass up the cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? Whereas either you gonna get hurt or you gonna do some real hurting. You know what I'm saying? And we'll find out how much John Pascal got in the tank. You know what I'm saying? But I do, and I think he'll be able to make some noise at cruiserweight. I don't think it's over for him if he move up. I think he able to, you know what I'm saying, get a title shot, possibly even win that motherfucker. So yeah, that's what I got.
Interesting. I like that. I like that ideal actually for Jean Pascal, because cruiserweight is not as deep, nowhere near as deep is the light heavyweights, but there is definitely some danger at cruiserweight, going up there with guys, of course, with more power. And Jean Pascal is not the biggest light heavyweight. I believe he started his career at middleweight, was a super middleweight champion for a long time, and was a champion at light heavyweight as well. I think he's only about 5'10.5", maybe at that. And yes, Queen 71, he is 40 years old, a very well-conditioned physical specimen at 40 years old. There are, I might add,
Steels is a fool. Steels is a fool. Why you have to add?
I'm 42. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta salute my Canadian brother Jean Pascal, making us, you know what I mean, making us Jays look good out here. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Jean Pascal is 40, but I think the move to cruiserweight, which is kind of watered down, a more watered down division with less sharks, he might be able to do something up there. There is a cruiserweight in Canada that's kind of getting a lot of hype all over the country. This white boy Ryan Rizicki, he lost in a bridgerweight fight against Oscar Rivas. It was a close fight that many thought that Ryan Rizicki could have got the nod for, but that's a big fight at cruiserweight for Jean Pascal, and definitely a very winnable fight, because Ryan Rizicki, he has all the blood and guts and grit, but his skills, to me, he's more of a brawler boxer style, and I think Pascal's experience and skills is enough to definitely unsettle the inexperienced Canadian challengers. So that would be a great big fight for him and Jean Pascal. And definitely there's a bunch of guys at cruiserweight that he could definitely give a good test to, and probably come out with the victory. So yeah, great consideration by Red with the cruiserweight thing with Jean Pascal. I don't think it's up for him. You know what I mean? Definitely not. But suspect number 7, OG Kano, right on point, right on cue. He said, yeah, Pascal needs to retire, period. He don't agree. Say, yo, take your ass and retire immediately. You know what I mean? Immediately. But let me look at this. Let me look at this chat. Let me look at this poll, excuse me. End it off right now. We in double digits. And the chat says no. 70%, 71% of the chat says hell nah. Usyk, if Usyk beats Fury, he ain't no better than no. We ain't putting him above no Holyfield. You know what I mean? We ain't putting him above no Holyfield. You know what I mean? So that's the results. You know what I mean? 71% definitely agreed with Akricha and Cadillac Red. You know, dig. Queen 71 says Pascal need to go ahead and become a journeyman. That's an option. Pascal is a proud man. That was once the pound for pound Canadian champion. Canadian pound for pound, if that means something. I mean, if that means something somewhere, you know what I mean? He was on that pound for pound list, all Canadian boxers, you know what I mean? So will he want to become a journeyman? The once Olympian, two-time champion, 2-division champion. Time will tell. But let me get some last words from the brothers. Act Reach, I'll start off with you. You said you're gonna have some rooms open tonight on Clubhouse. Let the people know.
Yeah, I might do something over there. If not today, definitely tomorrow. Y'all look out for me. Yeah, salute to everybody. Salute to Kano Loco, salute to KG, salute to Red, salute to 503, stay ready. Fella, man. Make sure y'all shop usualsuspect6.com because you fit the description. And make sure y'all subscribe to the Jab Jamboree still. Still putting videos up, a lot of little shorts, you know what I mean, concerning boxing. And yeah, man, salute.
Indeed, Queen 71. Gamboa did that as well. And speaking of Gamboa, I think he's recently been released from Cuban jail. He was in a situation where I think he was in an accident with a pedestrian, ran down a pedestrian, or pedestrian got knocked over by his car and succumbed to his injuries. So yeah, there has been an investigation on that. He was in jail for a lengthy amount of time, weeks to a month, and has been recently released. So yeah, that's some a little bit of off tangent news about Yuriokis Gamboa, the so-called journeyman that Queen 71 is considering for Jean Pascal. Cadillac Red, let me get some last words from you, my brother.
Shit, man, it's been a good one, man. Salute to the chat. Y'all already know, man. Salute to the mighty LDBC. It's the usual suspect team. You know, we probably gonna be in the streets tomorrow, fucking with 503 in the usual suspect Sunday recap and shit. So yeah, man, just be on the lookout for the squad. It's the usual suspect tank, man. Yeah, man. I'll holler at y'all in a minute though. One.
Indeed. Make sure y'all tap in Supreme Beast Boxing Talk right here on YouTube. Bullshitting on the Beltway Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And let me go over to the co-host, man, me and K _, also known as KG.
It's been another good one. I always wanted to say that. How did that sound? Did I sound like Red? It's been another good one. No, I'm stupid. No, man, it's a good one, man. When you talk about them, I guess on High Noon you don't talk about the weed you smoke unless you talked about yours and didn't ask nobody else. But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. It's a good one. You can check us out, man. We after hours, man. Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Supreme Beast After Hours. Myself, Cadillac Red. Red's lovely Sunflower, and my lovely daggone big sister's little sister, where she talks big, but yeah, Moo Moo. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it could be you next to her talking to us. But check us out there Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's what's up. SB After Hours. Make sure y'all tap into that. Subscribe right here on YouTube. Like he said, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it goes down. Most definitely. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we back live in the War Room. It's going down. The Steel City Cypher. We got Bella de Prima, Ulysses, Julian Broderick, Hubs, my guy S, and Flozes, you know what I mean? Live on the radio tonight, giving us the cipher Hot 16s. Beat supplied by my guy Mills Girls Instrumental. You know what I mean? Organized by my guy Burns from Self-Made Studios. So salute. Make sure y'all tap in and hit that bell icon for this notification. Definitely not a cipher you want to miss. We got some heavyweight spitters on this one in the dig. So yeah, that starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna do a nice little set, and then 9:30 the MCs will be ready, you know what I mean, to flame up the CFMU studios. So y'all know what it is. Definitely tap into that right here on CFMU, as well as TWR Presents YouTube and Twitch. But y'all know what it is. Shop Usual. We got the free Tory tee out right now. You know what I mean? On the main page. Link is in the description. We all know about the railroading that happened and whatnot. I know some of the family. Shout out to the older sister Destiny. You know what I mean? That is definitely going through it with the family. So the proceeds from that tea, from the free Tory tea, will be going back to the Tory Lanez family to help with the appeal to this case and whatnot. There is some, definitely it goes deeper than the situation that happened, you know what I mean? But I won't get too much deeper into that. I'm gonna digress from that. But once again, the free Tory tees are available on shopUsualSuspects6.com. Link is in the description. But yeah, y'all know what it is. Once again, it was a dope show. You know what I mean? We'll be back. Should be back next week. Wake and bake, high noon things. You in the dig. I was supposed to have another listening session this Tuesday. We will be postponing that. Shout out DJ Gold Rush. Some things came up, but we will be rescheduling that probably for April. So be on the lookout for more listening sessions. I was at a couple parties during the week and booked some more dope artists. Like I said on the Beltway yesterday, I met this the Filipino version of Cardi B. You know what I mean? Looking forward to definitely displaying her music on one of my upcoming listening sessions. So be on the lookout for an artist named Vila. You know what I mean? Hella dope. But with that being said, it's your favorite yet your most hated Oddfella. Salute to the usual suspect 6. Once again, we'll probably be back tomorrow with 503 Line on Usual Suspect Sundays. Make sure y'all tap into that. And salute to the TWT. Salute to the almighty LDBC. Hey, man. And we gives on. You in the dig? Once again, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We back in here. Steel City Cypher. 1.
All right. Yeah. A nigga wake up before I even bake up. It's 100 on the floor for the take up. You niggas ain't us, you ain't us. Looking for a Mark Jacobs, my bros got better. Time to get my cake up. You niggas hate us, cool. My people's hate us. Haney left jab, left Vegas. Grand Nagus. Feeding all you male betas. We the fly lions, cause we back to selling elevators. Self-made, cause the streets ain't really never made us. Who wanna tame us? We making them the most latest, the most haters. Oddfella, your favorite. I drop the visual just to entertain us. I'm living on the beat, you can hear the anguish. I write stupid, but nigga, the flow brainless. I comatose your folk, remain nameless. Me rusty, Jay still remain stainless.